tonight's special guest, Luana, aka LuLu. And now your host, Motown Maurice.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're too kind, very kind. Welcome to another episode of No Time Traveling. I'm your host, Motown Maurice, and I'm proud to be here for the second episode. They said that we couldn't do it again. They said that we were going to get canceled. They said that we didn't have the ratings, but I am proud to be here fighting back all the naysayers, and we're going to do it again. This is a very, very special episode here today. We have a very special guest in which we'll get to in a moment, but I want to focus on the journey. Our guest has such a journey, and me, myself, I'm on a journey that is far from over. Did I ever mention to you before that I actually had a real late night talk show? Yes, I did. Just over 10 years ago, I had a late night talk show of my own with a live studio audience, live band, celebrity guests, a real desk. Not any of this virtual stuff right here. Not that this is bad, but I had it all. And I'm on the journey to get it once again in the future. That's the beauty of the journey, because when you're on the journey, you know what you're seeking. You know what you're fighting for. This is just a pit stop. I love my virtual studio. It's awesome. It's great, but this ain't where it's going to end, because the journey is going to take me back to where I belong. Meanwhile, we're going to enjoy this. We're going to reminisce from time to time on what took place 10 years ago. And we're going to enjoy this moment before we achieve the next upcoming moment. Is that all right with you? Because we have a very special guest that I am so excited to bring to your attention today. Yes, she's behind me, a good friend of mine. She is a brave, strong woman with a dream. Ladies and gentlemen, show some love for Luana. LuLu. I'm going to call you LuLu because we actually have some history. We've known each other for quite a while. We met at Starbucks. How are you, LuLu?
Hey Motown, how are you? I'm doing great.
Yes, several years ago, if I'm not mistaken, 2016, we met at Starbucks, and we've been friends ever since. And do know that I don't use the word friend lightly. You have been a good friend, and here you are on my late night talk show.
Yeah, here I am. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so happy. Thank you for having me.
You look very nice and festive. I see you're embracing the holiday spirit. I see with your sweater, right?
You know me. I love holidays. I love Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween. I'm all for that.
And the crown on your head, is that because you're a diva or because you're a queen?
I'm a queen. I was born like that.
I believe that you were born with the crown on your head. I believe it. I wouldn't dispute it at all. So, you're on my show here today in the world of Animal Crossing, and I must say that I am surprised to see you enjoying this game so much. This, to my understanding, this is like your first video game console, right?
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I not consider myself a gamer. I told you that we have this conversation before, but I mean, Switch is great. I'm like having so much fun with it, and I don't know. Can consider myself now a gamer. Who knows?
I know you are. I know you've been back and forth about I'm not a gamer, I am a gamer. But you are a gamer. You are in the world of Animal Crossing, and you are a very creative person. And you're able to express your creativity throughout your island. It's like endless possibilities for you.
Yeah, I think like that is the main reason. Like I can create whatever I want, and I can change and then build things and put colors on it. So it's so much fun. I'm so amazed about the game, and I honestly like sometimes I spend my whole weekend just playing Animal Crossing, and it's wonderful.
Beautiful. Now, can you tell us a little bit about your favorite part of the island? Your island, which is called Lululand.
Oh man, my favorite part. I love all my islands, honestly. But let me see. My favorite part of my island. Uh, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Like I think it is. I did like I love those reactions. I did like recently. I did like a space to honor my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So I really do love that part because it's close to the ocean,
Mm-hmm.
and and I have what else? I like I like a lot also the ocean area. Like I put some chairs around there, and then I can sometimes I spend time over there, like doing some yoga and things like that. So
Why do you
it's
look
pretty cool.
so unpleased? Look at your face.
I know, right? I'm just like you just caught me by surprise asking my favorite part of my island. I love all my islands. So is that better?
That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Now, for those who are tuning in, they're probably immediately wondering, where does your beautiful accent come from? Can you explain and share with those listening?
My beautiful accent. That was good. Well, people, I'm from Brazil. I'm from
Ah,
south of Brazil, yeah, far away from here. So that's why, I have this accent. That's
very
the reason.
nice. Brazil. And you schooled me not too long ago. And I would have to say it's one of the very first time, probably the only time you've ever schooled me on anything, because I'm always schooling you. But we were talking about African Americans, and you were talking about, Brazilians, and you referred to them as African Americans. And I was like, no, no, Lulu. More than likely, we're talking about African Americans in America. And then you were like, well, Motown, Brazil is in South America, and you guys are North America, so we are also African Americans. I had nothing but I could do nothing but agree with you, because I was like, I never really looked at it that way, that Brazil is actually the southern part of America, which would make people of African descent also African Americans. Not enough people realize that. Correct?
Yeah, yeah. Brazil is in South America, as I told you. And it's interesting, like, when you say like here, oh, Americans, like we all are Americans, like so north or central or south, but we all are Americans. So that's just the way that I told you.
Very well, very well spoken, and I take that piece of knowledge and I share it now. Thank you very much. Tell us a little bit about your life in Brazil, growing up and having siblings. What was life like?
Yes, it was great actually. I have a twin brother, and I
Wow.
also have a younger sister.
Hmm.
So it was pretty much us and my mom and my aunt and my grandma. So I was raised by strong women,
Hmm.
and it was fun. Like we had a lot of friends, and like people in Brazil, they love to play like outside, like outdoor games and things like that.
Hmm.
And where I grew up, it was like a lot of kids around, so we used to play like the whole time, like playing soccer and everything. So that was was good. I had like a great childhood, and yeah, like I miss those times sometimes. That was easy and relaxing and just like, having fun all the time. But at the same time, my mom, like, she struggled a little bit because, like she was a woman raising three kids and she tried to give a good life for all of us. And she did, actually. We had a good life. So I'm extremely blessed to have her in my life, as my mom. Uh, and um, and yeah, it's like we learn a lot from her. She was an art teacher,
Mm.
so she taught us about a lot of things, like how we always can be kind with each other, like how we can show how much we appreciate things and help each other. So my mom was like a giver. So
Mhm.
she taught us so many things. So I'm grateful that I had her in my life. And then I used to work in Brazil in a city hall as an event planner. So my life was pretty much that, like work, organizing things and like concerts and um, different kinds of events, like festivals, like all those kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And I remember when I decided to work, I was very young, and my mom was kind of like, "No, you have to go to college first." And I just told her I can do both. I can go to college and work, and I'll be fine. So she actually trusts me to do both things. So I was like working during the day and going to college at night, and it was fun. Like, again, I'm all open to learn things and know new peoples and adventures. So that's what I did, and I used to love my job. As also an opportunity to create. So everything that I had in my mind, like all kind of festivals, I just like take out from the paper and make that happen. So that was pretty much my job in Brazil, and it was very fun.
Yeah, it sounds like your mom planted a seed in your creative being as you live right now, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she was everything. Like, she was like, she always support us. Like, she taught us, like, if we can dream about something, it's possible and we can make that happen. So she was always there for us, for all of us. So yeah,
Okay.
that's like make me confident that I could reach things that I want and work hard for that.
Now, she's not able to speak on behalf of this question, but what do you think she would think of Lululand, your island?
My island. I think she'd love just all the things that I I did in life, that she always said, "I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you." But I think always like, honestly, she could come and tell me like, "Oh, it's always a room to improve. You should do this or should do that." So
Now, you've shared with me some of your great memories with your mom, and some of them being Disneyland. Did she have any criticism for Disneyland, or was that just like one of the most perfect places?
that's interesting because when I had like this idea to come to United States, my mom wasn't that excited about it
Mm-hmm.
because it's too far, and she wasn't sure that it would be safe, and it's a different language, it's a different life, and always different.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, "Oh, I'm not sure, we have a life here and you were fine." And I was like, because my mom, she used to do, like, she had a band, she used to sing, she used to do a lot of stuff. And my grandma was very like very let's say, not an easy person to let my mom to do those stuff. So when she came to me and she said, "Oh, I'm not sure if you should do that," and I was like, "Mama, this is my dream. You said you're gonna support me.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna be like my like grandma, right?" And then she was like, oh, I cannot do that with you. So you have to go. So then I came here to United States, and it was very hard for her. Like we were very close. So for her, like we used to call each other like every day.
Mm.
But she has to understand. She knew that I really want to come here,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why like she support me on that. But I don't think it was a easy decision for her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just get like carried away talking about my mom the whole interview. I'm sorry.
But you still didn't tell me if she really enjoyed Disneyland or
Oh yeah, that was the point. Thank you,
not.
Motown. If we can talk a lot. Yeah, so then after they came here, I was like, okay, you want to come and visit? Because my mom wasn't into like travel that much as I am.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, oh, I just want to do that because I want to see you. So, we would do all the arrangement and everything, and she came. And on the second time, because she came twice. The
Mm-hmm.
second time, I took her to Disneyland, and it was so great to see her face, like looking everything and all the parades and the castle. My mom wasn't into fairy tales things, but
Mm-hmm.
just like seeing her like a child is one of my best memories. We had a blast. It was amazing. I even did like a shirt saying I love my mom. So everybody was like, oh my God, oh my God, stopping us and take a picture with us. It was fun. But she
That
was
is.
so happy. My mom was like all about for her um was like work all the time. She was a workaholic.
Mm-hmm.
So be able to see her having fun and just being herself was one of my greatest gift.
Fantastic, and you sounds like you guys was an amazing gift to each other. Now, would you
I
say that?
mean, I have my brother and my sister, so we all were like, like a blessing for her, I believe.
Okay. Now, speaking of blessings and your journey in general, you coming to the United States. Now, that's no easy task for anyone to leave a country and to assimilate in another. You came here as an international student, as an immigrant, not even knowing how to speak English, because Portuguese is your first language. I could only imagine how challenging that was. Can you take us a little bit down that journey?
Sure, of course. Yeah, it wasn't easy. Um, like especially like I remember like my first day, like I got lost because my first day here was my first day at school. So I had like to figure it out how to take the bus, and then I did. But when I have to go back home, come back home, I just got lost and took me like 5 hours to find my my house.
What?
Oh my god. Yeah, that was my first day in United States. Like I was living with my cousins by that time. They
Mm-hmm.
were they were here before, like they are here for a long time. So they both worked like the all day. They left the houses like 5 a.m. So I have like the map and everything. I didn't have a phone yet. So I had like to figure it out a way to get to school and come back home.
Mm-hmm.
I got to school, but when I like coming back home, I got lost. So that was crazy, but I figured it out. I met some people that helped me out. So after 5 hours, I was at home safe. But Yeah, that was my first adventure in United States.
And
But
going to go ahead.
it wasn't easy from the beginning, especially because of the language, and I'm still learning, you know that. But I didn't know anything. I just know uh like hi, how are you, and what's your name, you know. So, and some people could say like, oh, how could you come to a other place without knowing the language? But I came here to learn. I came as a student, you know. And I was like, if I want to learn, I have to be there and be able to talk to people
Hmm.
and go to school. So the beginning was very hard, honestly, but I met good people, like people from China, people from Japan. They were helping me out all the time. So
Mm.
that was, yeah, that was a good start. I always had these people around me that helped me out in so many ways.
No good
And even my
Americans
teachers.
helped you out? No, only Chinese and Japanese people helped you? No
That was
Americans?
when you go to an English school here, most of the people are from China, Japan, and yeah, pretty much China and Japan. So like most of my friends there were from there, from China and Japan. So that's why they helped me out more, and they could understand, you know, like how challenge was not being able to communicate. But of
Gotcha.
course, my teachers also, they were Americans, so they helped me out. They helped me out too. So I count with a lot of people, to be honest with you.
Hmm. Now, so how long did it take you to learn English?
As I said, I'm still learning.
You know, this is the thing, Lulu. You give yourself a hard time, but anyone listening to this interview is impressed by your English, and and how, of course, no one can really master a language, but considering the amount of time it took you to understand and grasp the language, that's masterful. So you have to give yourself a round of applause. I'm not sure if I can find that emotion in time, but but it's quite incredible, without a doubt, the achievement you have made with the English language, and that being your second language. And most people who are good at languages or learning languages, they learn as a child. You know, you was quite an adult when you picked up this other language. I've tried to learn additional languages multiple times throughout life. Spanish in elementary school and Haitian Creole in college, and none of that has stuck with me. I don't have the mind to pick up a language. But you are quite great. So again, how long did it take you to really grasp and hold strong, meaningful conversations in English?
It's funny you say that because I remember when I was trying to teach you Portuguese, and then you said just that I cannot learn other language.
I'm being
Um,
honest. I'm honest with myself.
I think, um, let's say, 2 years, maybe 2 years and a half. Let's say that. Because I think the most challenging part, at least for me, was like being able to, because I don't like to make mistakes.
Hmm.
So I have to, when I decide to do something, I have to do this thing like perfect, you know. So, and then I had to teach myself that perfection doesn't exist. You know, it's like you have to do your best. So then when I realized that, I was able to actually engage in conversations with other people.
Hmm.
Um, and then that was better. But honestly, when I started to work as a nanny or babysitter, like the kids, they taught me a lot. So sometimes I'm better talking to kids than with adults, to be honest with you. They understand me better.
And that
But
brings us to
yeah,
our next point, your love for children.
I
You
do. I do
have
love kids.
what why do you love children? They're annoying. They can be brats.
No, they are not. They are not. I think like uh they like always amaze me the way that they just they just allow themselves to feel and to say what they want and to be honest with everything. They don't use masks. Like when you're talking to a child, they're gonna tell the way that they feel in that moment,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not gonna just try to hide their feelings or anything. So
Mm-hmm.
it just make everything easy. I think us as adults, we try
Mm-hmm.
to use those masks all the time. So then you have like these problems with our communication. But with a child, it's easy. They know what they want, they know what they don't want, and they want to be clear about it without
Very,
us.
very true.
Sorry.
They say that. No, I apologize. They say that children and the elderly are the most honest. They're the most brutally honest. They have nothing to hide. They just tell the truth.
Definitely, I agree. Like, I didn't know anything about kids, to be honest with you. But my first job here was as a nanny.
Mm-hmm.
So my boss, she was education therapist. So like before I get the job, she gave me like 20 books about child development.
Mm.
And then she said, like, I really like you, but I just want to make sure that you're going to be in the same page. Those are the books that is like a foundation of what I believe and the way that I want to raise my child. You're gonna be with him most of the day, so I wanna see after you read that, and if you still wants to be with him, take care of him, so then we can talk. So I took the books and I read all them, and it was fun. I love books. And then after that, I went back to their house, and then I started work there, and I stayed there for a long time. So I work with Star. His name is Starling.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, for a long time, and I spend my days with him. Like I used to get in the house like 7 a.m. and I work until like 7 p.m. And I learned a lot with him. When I started to work with him, he was like almost like 1.5 years old. So he was like he was learning how to talk and like everything. So I was learning English with him. So
Mm.
he's responsible for my English.
You
Kind
have
of.
any favorite memories with Sterling? Sterling is a is a very cool young man who I got to meet and play some Mario Odyssey with. And he's a Switch family member. Any cool memories with him?
I have a lot of memories of him. Like he's amazing. Yeah, you met him and just said it. He's a smart child, but it's a smart child. Like he's very like um, he can talk about anything, like music, video games, like like any kind of stuff. But I think my best memories with him was when we, like on the summertime when we used to go to the pool together. That
Mm-hmm.
was fun. And driving around LA with him. I used to take him to classes like robotic swimming class, like school, like all those things. So you spend a long time in the car. So you used like to
Mm.
listen to music together and sing together like a lot. So those are my best memories, I guess. Like of
Okay.
us in the car singing, and yeah.
Okay, so I got the privilege of meeting a few more of the children that you were able to spend time with and babysit. I want to mention a couple others, and I just want you to tell me the first thing that comes to mind or maybe a brief story. How does that sound?
Okay, let's do it, Motown.
Kara. Kara. Am I saying her name right?
Kira.
Kira. Excuse me. Kira.
Yes, Kira. Oh, Kira. Kira is like fearless. she is just like she's just like a strong girl, and she's just like she actually was the first girl that I took care of. Like I did have some other girls, but she was the first one that I spent more time with.
Mm-hmm.
So she had like she has a strong personality, and she still have. Um, and that was great times. Like that, I could tell the difference between boys and girls with her.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So she
Okay.
is fearless.
Last last one. Well, this one comes in a pair. Max and Bella.
Oh, I just love them. Oh, they are my kids, kind of. Let me explain that. They are not my kids, but my best friend, like my my sister here in United States. So they are her kids. So I spend a lot of time with them. We used to do everything together. So they're they're great. I'm so excited when I'm talking to them on like FaceTiming or things like that, and I see they're growing and they are so like Bella is so amazing. She's so like into discovering new things, and she is like now reading books about the um like women power and all this stuff, and I'm just so proud of her in so many ways. And Max is just like he's just funny, and he has the best laugh and the best voice. I just love them so much.
Please tell Max and Bella to bring back their show. What happened to the Max and Bella show? I subscribed. I was waiting for episodes, and then it got canceled or something. Like the channel's not there anymore. What happened?
I know. I don't know exactly what happened because I think
All right.
their dads were taking care of it, but I'm gonna let them know that you
Okay.
missed
Max
them
and
on YouTube.
Bella, if you are watching this interview right now, bring back your show. No excuses. All right. Entertainment needs you to. Bring it back. Bring it back. And
They're awesome.
speaking of entertainment, I believe you have a little treat for the audience. You have a little song that you want to serenade us with.
Oh, should I do that?
What you mean, should you
What do
do
you
it?
guys think? Should I do it?
Yeah, we want you to do it. Come on, let's do it.
Man, you know I'm a little shy, huh?
Oh, come on. Let's go.
Let me
No time
see.
for shyness. Get over there.
Oh, okay. I'm
Let's
gonna be
go.
singing a Brazilian song.
Ladies and gentlemen, performing live on No Time Traveling. LuLu singing Maria Maria.
Yay! Clap your hands, guys. Let's do it. So let me just talk a little bit of this song, just so you guys understand. I'm sorry, Motown, I didn't want to cut you. But this song is like is a song that talks about all kind of women and how we strong and powerful we all are. We just have to find that inside ourselves and let it out. Okay? So
Okay.
let's do it. Maria, Maria, um dom, uma certa magia, uma força que nos alerta, uma mulher que merece viver e amar como outra qualquer do planeta. Maria, Maria, é o som, é a cor, é o suor de uma dose mais forte, lenta, de uma gente que ri quando deve chorar e não vive, apenas aguenta. Mas é preciso ter força, é preciso ter raça, é preciso ter gana sempre. Quem traz no corpo a marca Maria, Maria, mistura dor e alegria. Okay, Motown. It's done.
That was amazing. Come sit back down. Give it up for LuLu. That was great.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
That was
Just like,
fantastic. Were you nervous?
I mean, I like to sing, but now, I'm in a TV show,
I know. You're on television. No time to be nervous. Just be
right?
yourself.
I'm,
Fantastic. I'm so much enjoying you on the show. I don't want it to end. But of course, all great things do eventually come to an end. But I want to know a little bit before you go about what's happening now in your life. I remember you recently telling me about a very special connection you made with women in Brazil of your same heritage. How is that going?
I know, right? I told you about it. So my sister, the little sister that I was talking about, I didn't mention their names though, right? Her name is Cida,
Mm-hmm.
and she is a psychologist in Brazil. So she just decided to, like, she was thinking about her purpose and everything. So she had these classes about Africa and all the culture from there. So she decided to do like this group of women that we can like kind of talk to each other and support each other and help each other somehow. So this is kind of like an online group. So um, we have like a Zoom meetings like twice a month that we talk about business, we talk about relationships, we talk about how to be more self confident. We talk about beauty, like dance, like workouts, all this kind of stuff. So it's fun. It's like I'm very excited about it, and like I'm learning a lot of things, and I even like I used to dance when I was young. Not that I'm old now, but anyway. And I love to dance. Like it's one of my passions. So they invited me to give like a dance class, and I just like I had a blast. It was like all the energy, and we all had so much fun. So that just like make me think what I can do to help like women to feel comfortable with their bodies and still like be dancing or like be confident on your skin and just use what you want, do your workout if you want, like go dance and just like show yourself. You don't have to be like this perfect model or anything. You just have to be okay with who you are.
That's incredible. That is incredible. So are you like their dance liaison for the organization?
So I'm for now, I'm just being like taking like little steps. So I decided to do like a YouTube channel. It's just
Mm-hmm.
still like I'm still working on this project because I have to do like select all this musics and everything. But I did like a little like video with a
Mm-hmm.
friend, and it was good. Like a lot of people saw that, watched that, so that was kind of like a hit. Let's say that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And and that made me happy. I love music. I love to move my body dancing. Uh, and it's just like something that make me feel so great, and it's fun. It's like I can express myself through my dance. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like start this YouTube channel um, for now, and then let's see what this is going to guide me. You know.
Hey, that is great. That is great. Well, I want nothing but the best for you, Lulu. You have supported me when I needed you, and I will continue to support you on your endeavors, on your journeys, whether it be switch related or not. You are doing great things. You inspire people. When I hear your story, when you're a blessing to someone, they're a blessing to you, and that's like an ongoing common denominator of your story. There's always it's always coming in return. Some in many cases you're not expecting it, but you're always, if you're blessing someone, they're blessing you. So let that pattern continue on throughout your journey in many more ways than you will ever expect it. Before you go,
Oh, that was so sweet.
yeah,
That was
you
so
know,
sweet.
and according to you, I'm never sweet, so
Yeah, yeah.
so
Sometimes
take that.
I don't know if you have feelings, but now I see that you actually do.
Oh God.
So I just like to say like thank you. As you said, like since we met in a very hard time for me, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gave me all the support and you were like always there. So that's like I'm so grateful for you and for this opportunity to be here. So that's
Look.
great. I love everything. So the best luck and best thing because everything that you do is just success. So I don't have a doubt about anything because you are so like focused on everything that you do, and that's great. Thank you for having me here.
Well, thank you, thank you. We can't end the show just yet because I have a gift for you, but I can't give it to you here in my studio because, well, Nintendo, they have their weird restrictions. So if you don't mind, would you like to step outside for a moment so I can give you the
Of
gift?
course, I do have a gift for you too. So let's
Oh
do
wow,
it.
let's do
Okay.
it. Oops, hold
Are
on.
you ready?
Yeah, yeah, let's go. All right, we are back outside, and hold on, Lulu. Are you ready for your gift?
I'm ready. I'm
Oh,
ready. I'm always ready. I'm just
hold
kidding.
on. Where is it? Okay, here we go.
You cannot find my
And
gift.
what? Oh, hold on. And voila! There's your gift.
What is my gift? What is
You see?
it? Let me
You
see.
didn't read it
Whiteboard.
for your
That's
classroom.
so cool. Thank you, Motown. Thank you.
You're.
I just love it. Let me do my reaction. Happy joy and oh, that's great. Thank you.
No
I
problem. You
do
have
have
anything?
some. I do
Mm-hmm.
have something for you too.
Mm-hmm.
Since you know I love holiday season, so hope you like it.
All
Just thought like,
right. Thank you for the sweater. I love it. Appreciate it. Should I change? I'm gonna wear it to end the interview. Let's
oh, look at
go.
that.
Let's go
So
back
nice of
inside
you.
now.
Okay, let's
Thank
go
you.
back inside. First ladies, no?
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no with you.
And we are back inside. I'm wearing my lovely gift. Thank you so much, Lulu, for the sweater. It's like a matching version of yours, but different color. I appreciate it. Thank you so
It's
much.
blue. I thought it would be nice,
Yeah,
match with
it's
your
nice.
scenario. It's also blue. Then you can do your
Yeah.
holidays show with that. Oh,
Oops. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I just made a mistake. Here we go. I'm taking a picture of us right here on the show. Before we close out, I have to ask you the signature question of the show. Lulu, are you a
yes,
time traveler and do you believe in it?
a time traveler. If I do believe it, I'm not a time traveler.
Good. Is it
I'm
because you don't
not.
know how to time travel or you just don't like to time travel?
I mean, every time when I see people doing it and get like fancy islands, I respect the process. I believe that you have to enjoy the game day by day. And, there is a time for everything. You have to learn that. I'm just a patient person, you know.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. And I love it and I support it. We're not fond of time travelers on this show, but we understand that there are going to be time travelers. So we're not like against you. We're just not fond of them. No time traveling with me, your host, Motown Maurice. This has been my lovely guest, Luana, aka LuLu from LuLu Land, with her amazing story, Brave Strong with a Dream. And she has so many more chapters to come. So many more. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. That is the end of our episode. Until we meet again, until next time, you have been fantastic. And we are out.